days are gone. You fool me at the bottom line. I lie afraid. Are we in the same place? Falling. I'll be the wake-up call. I'll be the siren. It's nothing personal, but don't try to fight it. I should have known, I would have known. I didn't know the answers. Break it down, fading out. I'm calling on a broken telephone. I should have known, I would have known. I didn't know the answers. Break it down, fading out. I'm calling on a broken telephone.
One, two, three, your heart start beating. Your room stays quiet, heart inside, I'm screaming. Do I feel love? I don't have a clue. Will you love me? 'Cause I love you. Oh, 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 yeah, I love you. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah, I love you.
Alright, it looks like most people have started connecting into the servers. We are missing only one, and this is King of Nordic, the Norwegian playoffs and the Norwegian qualifier. Looking at the first match of the day, it's going to be Syreangrep versus Nordlys. Two teams I have, well, I've seen before, I've talked to before, and Team Syra I've also played with before, so this should be fun. We are looking to get started fairly quickly. We do, however, need to change the HUD because that is not correct. So very quickly we will drop out, do a bit of a match it. For some reason it struggles with the whole oh no, now it's correct, never mind. It struggles with the whole best of ones. Anyway, my name is Insanity. I'm going to be leading you through these first few games here on the qualifier before handing it over to the King of Nordic official stream. I am in no sense officially part of King of Nordic. This is more of a hobby and one to cast a couple of games. And yeah, I do have a bit of a favourite going into this game. I do believe Syra, if they have their day and if they are hitting their shots, should be standing fairly strong. We are looking at the overpass, and I don't know why it's showing 3 picks here. Oh, because I chose pick. Let's get that away. That's a ban. That's a ban. There we go. We ended up with the overpass. A bit of a 50-50 map here. I definitely think teams that are playing a bit of a puggy style can go far in the map like overpass unless they do end up meeting a team that actually has more of a set play strategy. Then again, it's CS. It's all about hitting those shots, and if you're not hitting the shots, well, you're not winning. It's not easy. And now that I fixed that broke the other things. We're just gonna reverse those sides, make sure that we got that on the right side. And yes, done. We actually ended up getting a bit of an overpass game. This is gonna be fun to watch. I haven't really been watching too much overpass lately. Don't know quite the meta, although I do remember from playing it. Generally speaking, teams do enjoy playing 3B or a 2-1-2, whether play player and con. I think the points on map that's contested here is going to be the short side as well as con. Mid and long have a tendency to just follow wherever the, well, or wherever there's gaps, more or less. We are just waiting for the last player of Nordlys. And we will be getting this show underway. Hope you guys are doing great. It is a Sunday after all. For those wondering, again, I explained this in the last stream, but for those wondering why the HUD looks a bit weird with numbers all over the place, it's because the match creators in CS, they're not really creative. So those are the boxes that they're currently fighting in, the warm-up areas. So if you didn't know that, if you just take a bit of a right turn here from from the map, you do actually end up coming to these warm-up spots. I don't think, can we fly out? No, we can't. Can't see the camera, so that's a bit risky. So that's 2. So the map should be somewhere over here, but I don't think we're going to be finding it. At any rate, though, Nordlys just missing that last player, taking a long time to join. We're talking about this in the Nordic qualifiers previously, that Norwegians tend to be slow at joining servers, whereas the Finnish qualifiers tend to be the other way around. People are just too anxious to get it started and start getting a bit toxic because people aren't connecting, etc. So it's nice to see the different nationalities at work. So I don't know how many matches I will be casting, and I don't know which brackets I'll be casting. But I know King and Nordic, they are casting the upper bracket. Well, I say bracket, it's technically wrong, but they're casting the upper part of the tree, and then I'll be casting the lower end matches. This has nothing to do with seeding or anything. It's just how it looks on Gamer. Hopefully, though, this last player can actually get his ass on the server so we can start. Alright, now we had a disconnect from the terror side as well. One player missing each here. We do have Syreangrep, Spirit, Bulldog, Strobe, and I believe Roke is playing as well. And on the Nordlys you have Ice Maniac, Bottom Fragger, Notios, and Shadow. And again, we're missing one in each team. I expect that to be Roke. I don't know who's playing for last on the Nordlys lineup. Again, I've only watched a couple of games with them, but I mean, they're definitely a good team. I think they're gonna struggle to keep up with Syreangrep if you know if they're actually gonna be able to hit their shots here. Then you know. There we go. Both 2 players have connected. That was Flash and Rogue. So Rogue gonna be joining in on the line of Syreangrep, and then you have Flash here going to be joining in to the line of Nordlys, and hopefully we get to see some readies because we are anxious to get going here. We don't want this bracket to fall too far behind. Roik with a not ready, so I'm not sure why he did that. The enemy team isn't ready, but apparently getting some coffee here. Well worth the wait. We do need that coffee to get started. Oh, there we go. We got ready from Syreangrep. Now it's all up to Nordlys. Man, people are slow today. Like, really slow. I do have some inside information though that this game is about to start. Yeah, I mean it's so slow though. It's so slow. I think we're hearing some clicking. I expect that to be the E-bot counting down to be us into the game here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is King of Nordic, the Norwegian playoffs in the Norwegian qualifier. We got Syreangrep versus Nordlys, and it is the knife round to decide which side they start on. I was surprised to see the overpass pick, but it ended up, I think, both teams kind of counterbanning as much as they can. It appeared that Nordlys was trying to ban all Puggy maps, and Syre was trying to ban all team maps, so we ended up with overpass, which was kind of fun. Early knife going in the advantage of Syre, but I expect that to change quickly. Knives are intent to swap quite a bit, and there we see it. Nordlys getting those first 4 frags, and Bulldog very much alone, getting taken down. And that is Nordlys with the knife round. I'm going to be able to decide which side they do intend to start on. CT, of course, probably the preferred side, whereas on... I mean, if you start Terrorist, you are able to set the pace. So, I mean, there's something going for that as well. But in general, CT side definitely the favored one. Right now, though, just waiting for the text here. Definitely taking their time, that's for sure. There we go. We got the stay coming in. Ready from one team. I expect ready to come from the second team as well now. Well, it sounds like it's counting. There we go. We do have the pistol round of overpass. Highly contentious. Gonna be excited to see what we get to buy here. So far, nothing. We do have a bit of Kevlar here coming up from Syreangrep. Bit of utility. We've got a smoke, got a flash. P250, nothing too fancy. Well, we do have double flashes, double smokes on the side of Nordlys. We don't actually have a kit, but we have quite a bit of utility here. So it's all going to come down to the initial fights. I do think if the bomb goes down, Syreangrep definitely going to be in a good position, but it's a long way to that point. Roik going to be leading the charge here. We do see that there's quite a stack up against A here. Nordlys, 4 players A, playing B, more or less retake. Not unusual, but here we do see the take coming in. Cynics flashing his teammates out. At this point, it's only Flash defending the side. How much can he find here, though? Not finding anything right now. CNX going to be swinging. Finds that first frag onto Flash. Player advantage to Syre. We do see the bomb moving onto side. Should be expected to go down fairly quickly. Ice Maniac, though, coming in with his teammates. Bulldog taking the fight higher. Not really finding anything. Doing a bit of damage. Bottom fragger down to 26 HP. Good damage. Swings again, hit. Takes down bottom fragger. Good frag. That's 2 players down. Strobe behind. Gets 1. Does he get the second? He does. He does indeed. Shadow finds 1 though on the flank. But he is very much so alone and very much so known about. And that is the first round on the board for Syreangrep. Taking the pistol round. Good round. Nordlys definitely risking it with the stack towards A there. Not really working out. And they pay the price. End up losing that pistol round. Do you see quite a bit of SMGs coming out here? Double AKs. A scout. Doesn't appear that Nordlys will be investing into this round. That's fairly normal at this point. Quite meta, as some would say. Syre definitely don't want to lose those AKs though. Maybe let the SMGs farm a bit of money. We do see Bulldog here go for the connector control. Syreangrep not getting the short control that they desire, but they might go for a bit of a retake later on. Shadow though. We do see a bit of a stack here for Nordlys. On the short end of the map. Again though, Nordlys opting for that double stack into toilets. Granted, there were 3 last round, but pretty much the same setup. A bit more aggressive onto the B side though. Spirit going to be leading that charge. Ice Maniac finds that contact. Let's get dinked. Roke with the flank with a scout. Finds 1 frag. Goes aggressive here. Losing 2 players though. Bulldog cleaning up nicely. Syreangrep wins that round. So the stack actually working out quite well there on short. Getting 2 frags for their effort, Nordlys. Well, I said Syre shouldn't lose any AKs. They did. That being said, though, they do still have 3 AKs in play. The Scout on Rogue and Spirit buying up an MP7 hit. Nordlys going to be investing a bit into this round. Bit of Kevlar, upgraded pistols, so a bit of utility. Definitely a round where Syre has the advantage, but it needs to not be too expensive. Alright, Flash with a bit of a friendly molly there. Miscommunication. Bottom frag up. Gonna be looking for some damage here on short. That is Synex. Or Synex. Syreangrep definitely taking it a bit slow here. Taking their control. They got the short control. They also got monster control as well as con and mid control. At this point, the world is their oyster. Synex gets a bit of damage done here. Strobe's going to be looking for some damage up towards A side. Doesn't find it. And finds damage. Doesn't find a frag. Does force Nordlys a bit behind though. Aggression here on short from Flash. What can he find from this? Does a lot of damage. Even finds Spirit. Spirit very much alone. Almost gets baited out by his teammate. That's that was only the MP7 though, so not the worst gun to lose. Although I would expect Syreangrep to definitely want some money with it. Again though, looks like the terrorist side gonna be opting for that B bomb site. Shadow on the side here with a 5-7. What can he find? He finds damage. He finds Strobe. He's white. He's gonna swing again. He swings. He finds Synex. Synex finds Ice Maniac at the same time though. Rogue. Looking for some damage onto CG player. Swings wide, gets 2. Bulldog goes down. Rogue very much alone. 1v1. Nortios, very messy round. 10 seconds left on the board. Rogue doing damage. Can he get the plant? He does. Nortios not even challenging it. Probably expecting a fake here. Nortios, what can he do? Gets the frag onto Rogue, and that is the first round on the board for Nordlys. Syreangrep losing it. Also giving away an AK as well as the round. I'm going to be probably quite disappointed with that, but it appears that they might be able to buy up in the next round. Might just go for upgraded pistols though. I think upgraded pistols or deals is the way to go. Nordlys though, they are on the board with their first round. Also winning that's going to help a lot when it comes to the financial part of it. They were going to buy this round anyway, but getting that extra AK and a win doesn't hurt. Alright, Syreangrep. They force up. That's 3 AKs, 2 Deagles. Oh, we've always said it. The Norwegian Deagle, that can be deadly. I know for a fact that these guys play with the Deagle, so I never underestimate it. Bottom fragger though. Aggressive on long. A lot of utility being used B, but there's not really not any pressure pretty much being set up from Syreangrep. They're going mid, they're going con, they're clearing everything. Making sure their rotations are free should they need them. Bit of a friendly flash there from Flash himself. Bulldog with some info on the long players. We do see a wraparound here. Synex with the Deagle. Probably just locking it down, and it is appearing like he will. Is he going to win this duel though? He does. Get bottom frag up. Synex does get taken down by Nortios though. Nortios, can he find the last frag as well? He's going to try, not finding anything. Very split playstyle here for the terrorist team. 2 towards B. We do have 1 player. That would be Rogue. Very deep up towards A. Utility being burned against B here. Bomb is going B. I would expect this. Rogue just trying to cut the rotation, I would imagine. He hears the long player. Oh, but the timing though. The timing not in his favor. Loses that kill. Ice Maniac finds 1. Does get traded by Bulldog. They do have info on the guy barrels. Bulldog with a second. Needs to get the bomb down very much alone. Rogue on the flank. Bulldog gets the bomb, but he's gonna be in a very peculiar situation. Flash finds Bulldog. At this point, we do have 2 very low CG players. Nortios, he sees his head. He finds Rogue, and that is a 2 scoreboard. Well, it's a 2-2 scoreboard, a tied scoreboard. Nordlys getting that second round. That was a full investment from both teams. Syreangrep definitely low in cash here. Might even just see some Deagles. I mean, they do a lot of damage. Economy of Nordlys very, very modest. However, they're going to be having any guns they do desire in this round at least. Here we do see those upgraded pistols onto Syreangrep. Going to be looking for damage, maybe a bomb plant. I mean, ultimately winning the round, but I think damage would be the way to go. Looks to be a quick con play here. Nordlys really liking that long control and the B control. Not so much looking for the mid control here. And this is going to be a bit of a race here. Syra going to be coming very quick from mid hit. Cynics with a flash. I just see some of the CD players with a flash. And that's a lot of defenses onto long hit. Rogue finds one on the aggression. Finds two on the aggression. At this point, they might want to reconsider going B. But oh no, the bomb is not what they want it to be. Right hit on the flank again. Picked up an M4. Bottom flanker gets those last two franks as well there. 3 on the bolt for Nordlys. Quite a bit of damage there for Syra. It's unfortunate that the bomb goes that way. Pretty much loses them the round. If they could have carried that one onwards to B, that could have become a very competitive round. So far though, Nordlys looking very strong. Picking up that 3rd round. Syreangrep forcing up. Pretty much a full buy. Strobe, no utility, but other than that, looking fairly good. Again, Nordlys' economy is very modest, so should Syra win around, that will swing the pendulum very quickly in one direction. But then again, Syreangrep themselves very low in cash. We see here the aggression onto to A-Long. Expecting this. Bit of a smoke here. Flash going to be smoked off. No rotations yet. We do see Noteas getting in the position to rotate should he need it. Double op setup here. No, single op setup. Got Ice Maniac here with the op close onto truck. Rotation has come up, but Rogue finds the entry. Man advantage here, Syreangrep. The push. Push has started. Stroke finds one. Noteas though gets 2. Wasn't expected. He does go down. Again, man advantage for Syreangrep, but bomb is yet to go down. Rotations are coming in. Bottom fragger here though. Can he find anything? Doesn't find the frag. Not first anyway. Bulldog with a bit of a Kobe there. Bottom fragger goes down. At this point, Shadow very much so alone. Down to 13 HP. What can he do here though? It's going to be difficult. Bulldog finds the frag. That's 3-3. Once again, a tied scoreline. And Syreangrep with that win makes Nordlys very, very poor for anything. Doesn't appear to be buying anything. Maybe dropping a bit of pistols here. I stand corrected. This looks to be a full investment here. 2 M4s, a couple of upgraded pistols all around, all across the board. 1 kit onto bottom fragger. Got to keep that in mind. A bit of utility here. But definitely Syreangrep with the firepower in this round. But again, it all comes down to the decision making. As we all know, the Deagles and 5.7 can do a lot of damage. Bulldog is just going to swing wide here. Full disrespect, looking for the frag, not really finding anything so far. Ice Maniac with a boost here. They want to get that kill onto oh, Stroke finds one. Noteas goes down. That's an early player lead hit. Syreangrep boosting up. Bottom fragger holding it defensively here. Down in water. Looks very much like a B execute coming in here. Nordlys in a good position to defend this though. All 4 players very nearby. Ice Maniac finding 1, Bulldog finding 1, Strode finding 1. Very much so a man advantage here to Syreangrep. Bomb is going to be going down here. Rogue making sure that they get that at least. And at this point, the 2 M4s, while an M4 and AK for Nordlys do decide that the best course of action is to run away. That is going to be the 4th on the board for Syreangrep. They're going to be happy with that, only losing 1 player as well. And again, I mean, Nordlys, they only had 2 Deagles and a 5.7, but they fully invested into that round, and they don't get it, so that's a lot of investment for nothing. It looked good there for a second. People were in position to actually, like, flock onto the execute once it happened, but it just kind of fell apart. Good frags coming in from Syreangrep. Looks like they're pretty much just brute forcing at this point, which I was kind of expecting. Flashed out, takes down Cynics in con. The question now, though, for Nordlys becomes, do they reinvest into this round? Because they can't really get any more M4s, but they do have 2 rifles. Maybe just put them on a side together, hope that Syra pushes into them. Maybe the best course of action. That does appear to be a pretty much an eco here coming in from Nordlys, just using those 2 rifles. And oh, they're stacking long here with 1 rifle, and then they have 1 rifle in mid. B is completely open. I don't think Syra is going to be, well, aware of this. And this is going to be a brawl on long. Absolute brawl. 1 to terrorists, 2 to terrorists. They swing wide, gets one more. That's 4 to the terrorists. A lot of team damage coming out as well. Flash very much alone in mid here. That's 4 players dead for Nordlys. Strode is going to find the spray and Flash goes down. That's 5 on the board for Syreangrep. Full reset here for Nordlys, but this is another buy round here coming up. Finally, their economy have synced back up and is looking fine. They're going to have the guns they want and a bit of utility to help their efforts. Then again, though, Syreangrep looking good, starting to build a bit of bank here. I think Syra has realized that they can brute force here, so it looks like that is what they're attempting to do. Early con control, bit of a nade here to Spirit. Some early damage being dealt towards the terrorist side, but nothing major. It does make it so that the headshot with an M4 is a one tap, so I suppose that is something. Alright, don't know why the X-ray turned off, but we do have a trade here coming in. That's a 1-for-1. Roy goes down, Ice Maniac goes down as well. Spirit holding the flank here. Hits the shot, Nortias goes down. That's man advantage here for the terrorist lineup. They're going to be going straight for the A time. Right now, though, bomb is very far away. Utility being used towards the stair area. No damage being done thus far, though. Alright, well, I say that. A couple of nades come in. Do a bit of damage. Nothing serious. 3-man retake. 2 stairs. 1 bank. Bottom frag out. For that. Find the kill. Oh, actually swings back. Finds Synex. Strode finds one, though. Bulldog getting impatient. Gets killed. 2v2 hit. Bottom frag out. Finding one more. Spirit with the ult. 55 HP. Bottom frag out just wide and getting that 3rd frag as well. And that is the 4th round on the board for Nordlys. That's an amazing retake. Syreangrep losing a bit of discipline there. Ends up losing the round. For them, they are in no worry, though. They can easily rebuy in this case. And arguably, they will have an easier round this time around because there should be less money on the board for Nordlys. Then again, though, we do see that ult coming into play. Yet to see it have any effect from the Nordlys lineup. Ice Maniac. Gonna be rolling that one. Aggression here on short. A lot of damage to teammates. See 2 CT players already down to 44 HP. Pretty much on their own utility. You never like to see that. Again, Syreangrep just splitting up. Almost like they want to just trade. At least they're applying pressure pretty much everywhere. Makes the CT lineup a bit confused as to where they're going. Looks like the terrorist team is planning on hitting B hit. We do see a bit of utility coming up, taking short. So far, though, still 3 A players going for that. Here comes the rotation. Here comes some damage. Looks like a bit of an execute here, but feels a bit half-hearted. Rogue going to get the bomb. Syreangrep, a bit unsure what they're doing at the moment. Through a lot of... Oh, that's a boost. That's Nortias with a kill. Spirit, though, finding an entry as well. Has info on one more player. Nortias, though, holding that cross. Finds one. Gets straight out by Synex. They still have the info on that guy on site. Can he find anything? He finds one. He finds 2. Can he find the 3rd? Flash swings wide. Doesn't, but Ice Maniac does help him out. And that is the 5th on the board for Nordlys. That's 5-5. Again, we have a tied scoreline. At this point, it appears that we only have pistols coming in from Syreangrep. Keeping the pressure, but not willing to invest. Spirit is low on cash, so is Synex. Yeah, overall, it seems a bit half-hearted by Syra, and not really working out. Allowing Nordlys to rotate, use a bit of defensive smokes, and at that point, they either need to go or they don't. And they wait. And it costs them that round. That's a lot of footsteps. That's info into the CT eyes and ears. Eyes Maniac, Molly's. Tias finds 3. Can he find more though? Still 2 more just about. Strobe with an AK. Roke with a P250. Strobe finds 1. Roke with another. Bottom fragger. He's going to be trading that one out. Strobe hit. What more can you find? So far, nothing. As Maniac swinging with the USB takes down Strobe, and that is 6 on the board for Nordlys. Do get some damage done there, at least on the terror side. And we do have another buy coming in. Seeing the bank of Nordlys finally starting to pick up. When I say that, they fully invest. They don't have that much left. But definitely enough to play around with this round. A bit strange to see full head armor, but it is as they wish, I suppose. As Maniac with the ult, can he find the first one? Does. That's Strobe down. Oh, bit of a half-hearted attempt there from Cynic. Almost goes down as well, just to take a bit of damage, but manages to fall back. Spirit being nated down to 79 HP. Well, Syreangrep, they do get the mid control, but it did cost them a player. At the same time, Shadow finds Rogue, and Bulldog finds the trade though. Very so low on HP. That's a 3-on-4. Nordlys with an early advantage here. Flash swinging, finds that Bulldog kill. At this point, it's just Spirit and Cynics. What can they find? Definitely need to find a lot of damage here. Well, they do have the info that one is toilets. Rotation has come down though towards B. Cynic. Well, at least manages to retrieve the bomb here. Flash coming in. Flash. Well, does find the frag despite not actually flashing Cynics at that point. But that's 7 on the board for Nordlys and quickly running away with this map. And seeing it's only a best of 1, you really can't let that happen. Syreangrep definitely need to find a solution, and they need to find it quick. Quick aggression here for the CT lineup. Finding 1 frag, finding 2 frag. Nortios definitely making it work so far. Rogue finding 1, Strobe finding 1. Strobe being traded back though. A bit of damage hit. Rogue picking up an AK as well. I do have the B bomb site, but the shame here is that again they don't have the bomb, so close, but so far. Shadow managing to pick up a deagle as well here. Rogue on the flank. It's all about damage though. If they can find the right amount of damage, that's grand. Rogue, well, gets the info, but he loses the element of surprise. Nice Maniac holding that angle. Well, he does damage towards Cynics here. Cynics only doing 14 points of damage with the pistol. Right, coming in from the flank. Rogue finds 1. Doesn't find the second. Cynics misses his deagle shots. Oh, does find 1. Flash. Manages to find Cynics. A very expensive round here for Nordlys. Definitely going to take a bit of a chip on their economy, but I do think they're going to be able to buy the last 2 rounds anyway. At this point, though, we do see the AWP finally coming up on Rogue. Syreangrep with the full buy. And, exciting round. Important round. A 10-5 half. That's not a good start. 8-7, a lot more competitive, obviously. Early con control and B control here from Nordlys. Not any A control pretty much whatsoever. A lot of map control for Syreangrep. It's all about making the right decisions from here on out though. Of course they don't know this, but they can basically take A for free. Rogue saw that head. Rogue manages to find ice. Good frag onto ice there. Rotations coming into A from both sides here. Bulldog rotating in from B. Nordlys walking up with an ult. Finds a frag. Does go down to 19 HP. Very much so. Takes damage to it. Right. Picks up the bomb. Looks like Nordlys is going to be in an alright position to defend this. Two players have rotated up and ready for this skirmish to begin. Well, Roik finds the first one. That's going to be the goal clue. Notio's rotating up as well here. With the AWP, how much can he find? Well, he finds Roik. Bulldog finds the first. Spirit goes down. Shadow goes down. Bulldog, all of a sudden, very much alone here. What can he find? He's very, again, alone. Nortios takes him down with the AWP. That's 9 on the board for Nordlys. And I think a 10-5 half is looking very, very, very likely at this point. As economy is not the greatest on the T side. Nordlys though have fought whatever they can and whatever they should decide. They do have 2 players without kits, but nothing too serious. Again, we just see this early utility being dealt out across the board here, and I'm surprised that Syra hasn't realized that A has been so open pretty much this entire game. It's just been too slow. If they would have gone a bit more tempo, I think they would have seen that, but so far though, Rogue doing exactly that, going aggressive, early tempo, gets that first frag, Ice goes down. Rogue very high up, Bulldog finds 2 frags. Bulldog with a flag, with the flag here, Cynics with the AK finds Notios, and at this point it's all about flash. And he's alone. Rogue with the aggressive position finds that frag, and that's 9-6. Well, all things considered, I think Nordlys is going to be very, very excited about this half. I think Syra is probably going to be a bit disappointed losing that 3rd round, which they shouldn't have lost, and then Nordlys getting a bit of a foothold with those 6 rounds consecutively. That being said, it is CS, and unless Nordlys have a good plan, CT side, that can be a festive march so forth. McPro saying we got destroyed. Alright. That's not nice. Alright. We are in on the second half of the Norwegian qualifier playoffs. It is Syreangrep versus Nordlys. Nordlys running away with the start of that game, getting 9 CT rounds. But now it's all down to the T side, and if Syra can put up a good defense. No kits. A bit of utility on the CT side. On Terra side, we do see a bit of utility for Kevlars. Nothing other than that. I was looking into the lineup of Dab, and I do realize that they have quite a bit of well, veteran players. I'm not sure who was playing, but they definitely do have a list of players that's capable of doing stuff here. Going for the early info hit. Syreangrep. Nordlys, they're stacking Con. The question is, what can they find here? Well, for the moment, not a lot. Nordlys showing a lot of patience here. That's a flash onto Fountain. We do see the rotation coming up here. Bulldog already early on the rotation. We even see Strobe having a general feeling here is at least closer towards the CT spawn than anything. Rogue jumping here. Gonna be looking for some info. Finds the info that's 1 long. And here comes the execute. Or at least the push. Cynics finds 1. Finds 2. He wraps around behind him. Rogue finds 1 as well. Cynics on the flank. Can he find more? Finds 3. Finds 4. Cynics with the quad kill. One amazing pistol round coming in for Cynics. Syra takes that pistol round. That's going to bring them straight back into the game. Going to be evening out that scoreline. Important round. Cynics absolutely going ham there. Well played to him. And Nordlys playing patiently, but not really getting anything for it. 9-7 is going to be an eco off the Terra side. We do see quite a few MP9s here coming in from Syreangrep. This is one of those must-win rounds. They can't afford to lose these. again though. Early aggression here. Bulldog finding one. Looking for more, can't find it. Flash. It's gonna go aggressive here. Rogue getting taken down early. Only with a scout, but still. They would like to survive with that armor. You do see the plant going down. He's gonna be denied. A couple of kills going into the way of Syreangrep. At this point it's only Flash left. 15 HP with a bit of a scooter. Scout gets taken out. Spirit. That's 8 on the board for Syreangrep, and that is going to be the full buy next round coming in. Rogue rebuying that scout. We do see still 2 MP9s as well 2 M4s. I would imagine that Nordlys would buy into this, but looking a bit reluctant. And now it appears that we do have a pause. Yeah, pause coming in from Nordlys. Nordlys more of a team though. Syreangrep definitely a mix, especially the lineup that's playing today. As far as I'm aware, there's only 3 of those players that's actually in the main lineup. Hopefully it's not a long pause. I do realize that they're using the wrong command here. It's normally tack, not pause, but so far though, it looks like they're buying up. So at least their plan has been figured. We hopefully see an unpause fairly quickly. And I mean, Syreangrep definitely in a position to defend this. It's all going to come down to what the MP9s can do, I think. And if they have a general plan of that. But if Cynics just do what he did the first pistol round on the CT side, they should be more than fine. While we do have some time though, I will run off and see a bit on the bracket and see what's been going on there. And the other matches. Dab vs Flones was the only one that's currently finished up, and that went 16-2. Yeah, I recognize a few of those names from Dab. On the other games, they're still pretty much going on, so gonna have to wait and see how those end up. Looks like the other games as well being quite close. The only one finishing being the one that was rather one-sided. Tortillas missing that smoke. He's going to be holding the angle here, though. He's going to be pushing on the smoke. He's going to be pushing into 2 here. Bulldog finds 1. Bulldog finds 2 while being blinded. The MP9 working out. Ice, though, finding Cynics through the smoke. And again, Spirit through the smoke. Throwing a bit of manpower there, Sierra. Flash going to be holding that connector control. Going to be swinging, finding Strobe. I don't think he'll be expecting Rogue though in this position. But again, Syreangrep looking really strong at the early days of that that round. But so far, pretty much throwing away whatever lead they had. And, well, 3 players left from Nordlys. We only see an MP9 and a scout. I mean, we always say don't underestimate the scout. But this might be a bit rough. Flash going to be pushing forward here. That's a butchered Flash. Rogue finds that frag. Gonna be swapping out the gun. Gets a Krieg for his own name. It's the door closed. The bomb is in their possession. There's only 33 seconds left on the round. Things are gonna get antsy very quickly here. They have the position of Ice. Shadow on a major flank though. Ice, this is all gonna come down to timing. What can you find? Doesn't find anything. And Shadow very much late to the party. At this point, they have full info, and Rogue finds a frag. That's 9-9. That's a round that swings both directions fairly quickly here. And Syreangrep getting that early initial lead and throwing that away, and then managing to close out the round because Nordlys takes a bit too long on the flank there. Syreangrep going to be happy with that, finding that 9th round on the board, tying up the score lines once again. Nordlys forced down to just upgraded pistols. Syreangrep need to not take a lot of damage at this point. Con aggression. Bit of mid-control here coming out from Nordlys. Very much expected. Like, such. Bottom fragger picking up the bomb, though. It's all going to come down to Mr. Roke once again with the SG here in mid. He's going to get a lot of pressure towards him. Flash, what can you find? Flash finds a headshot into Strobe. What a bullet, what a kill. Definitely not what Syreangrep was hoping for. Got a bit of a nice shot there coming out in chat. Fairly expected. It was a nice shot indeed. But Syreangrep can't afford to give away those kind of things. We do see the two A players have fallen back to rather more defensive positions, which seems great for trading out, but can very quickly be overrun, especially with the amount of Eagles out on the board here. Well, the bomb seems to be going in the favor of A. I do expect a fairly quick push here. Flash is going to be making sound towards B, maybe trying to pull a rotation here. The question is whether or not that works. We have Roke. I expect with a flash in his hand hit. That's all going to come down to Bulldog. Bulldog, what can you find here? He's going to swing. He's not even going to swing. Here's the flash. So he swings, but he swings the wrong way, and that's a frag in favor of Nordlys. Shadow takes down Roke, and that's the side on overrun. And Syreangrep, only 2 players left, and the flanker coming in doesn't really find anything. But at that point, that should be a call for the save, if anything. All right, that's the 10th on the board for Nordlys, actually managing to win one of those rounds that you shouldn't win. And oh, where are we gonna be banning you? And where are you? You're gone. Bye bye. I don't want to become famous. Spirit finding a frag die. 2 guns still in the possession of Nordlys. Yeah, will do. Right now, I just banned him. He's still on my screen. I can report him when I have time to do that. No problem at all. That is a 10-9 scoreline. Syreangrep probably going to feel a bit down after losing that round. Going to be having good rifles in general coming into this round. Spirit, the only one with a scout. Then again, never underestimate the power of a scout. There's 5 AKs. Actually, 4 AKs and an SG here coming in from Nordlys. Early utility towards long. Bulldog finding that first frag, and man advantage early. Syreangrep here. It's all about just controlling out these rounds. You have the advantage. Either you press the advantage or you just fall back. Oh yeah, I didn't realize having the graph on. There you go. Thank you. I normally do, but I was playing CS last night, and yeah. At least I remember to to change resolutions. I don't normally play in native, but you kind of got to cast it. Rogue, though, going to be finding that early frag onto eyes. That's a double player advantage. Again, though, just mid control from Nordlys, just being picked apart. Nordly's been looking really strong this entire game, but this round it doesn't appear to have any plans whatsoever. Just slow pushing and making a lot of noise doing that as well. Bottom frag hit. Checking the bomb, picking it back up. Rogue going to be pressing that advantage, going to be pushing up here. He sees the back. Well, he goes for the spray down. Doesn't actually manage to make those shots connect and has to fall back, but at least some damage. Rattling the team of Nordlys here. Only 15 seconds remaining. Appears Nordlys wants to go for that eco, or that save rather. And so far it doesn't appear like Syreangrep is going to be hunting that. Probably for the better. They don't really have a lot of money to play around with. Again, we have this tight scoreline, and this game has been very much back and forth so far, though. Full buy coming in from Nordlys. Bit of utility. Actually pretty good on utility. It looks like a full utility set. Same on the CT lineup. It's all going to come down to this round. Both teams here. Economy not looking very great. Either team loses around, especially if they lose all players. That's going to be rough. Do you see some aggression here? Short is the point of contention on B. Bottom finding one. Cynic's finding one. But Spirit getting traded down as well. Going for that short control with Scout. That's risky business. Player advantage Nordlys. I do see a bit of rotation coming down here. That's a full-on B rotation. Looks like Syreangrep very, very afraid for this B push. But as far as we can see, B push isn't actually happening. Nordlys again just slowing it down. Roke, the sole defender on B here. Had a quite a good game so far, Roke, leading the scoreboard on his team. If Spirit manages to wake up a bit here, Syreangrep going to be looking very scary towards the latter end of this game. Not had that much impact early on. Utility being used. Bulldog finds that first frag, evening out the players. Still a position that's favorable towards the Nordlys here. Rotation is coming down because the smokes have gone in. Bulldog going to be rotating. Roke is going to be mollied. He's going to swing. He's going to find a kill despite being mollied, but he does go down. Bottom fragger though sees that head. And that is a frag onto Bulldog. And now it's only left to Strobe. What can he find here with the AUG? Well, finds the early frag onto bottom fragger. Shadow going to be retreating too short here. Only flash on Strobe. Strobe doesn't have a kit either. Needs to speed his process quite up. Shadow going to be playing that short control. I think this is going to be rough. Without a kit, this is going to be rough. But Shadow making a major mistake there. Swinging. Gets taken down. And Strobe actually picking up that round for Syreangrep. Not sure why he would swing so early without a tap onto the bomb. Not working. Not working out. And that is 11 on the board for Syreangrep. Well, we did speak about the money, but because of the bomb plant, both sides going to be quite comfortable buying up once again. We do have full loss bonus here for Nordlys as well. Going to be able to buy for quite a while, most likely, depending if they just continuously force. Bulldog though going aggressive here. Alright, not as aggressive as what I was expecting. Just smokes it up. We do see the triple players be very, very normal setup. You do normally see a bit of short control, but Syreangrep opting not to do that. That's a nade that's going to do a bit of damage. Nortios eats that. Down to 65 HP. Oh, short control here in the favor of Nordlys. Spirit finds a lot of damage. Doesn't find the initial frag though. Two players on Nordlys, very low on HP. Slow round thus far. Spirit finally managing to secure that kill onto ice. Swings again. Does find a second one onto Nortios. Nordlys. Oh, they're losing players left and right. Not a lot happening so far otherwise. Shadow just holding the ankle. Does manage to find Spirit there. Again. The discipline. Not what it needs to be. Brings the player line a bit closer. It's a 4v3 here. CT's opting for a 2-2 setup. No, at least though. Very low in time, and I'm almost expecting another save here. And kind of unusual to see this amount of saves on a T side. I think they definitely could have gone for something here, done a bit more damage, maybe getting a bomb plant. I mean, they're pretty much able to buy an extra round anyway, and while the economy for Syreangrep, that's low, so probably putting some dents in that would be worthwhile as well. So, bit of a weird decision. That being said, though, Nordlys keeping those 3 AKs. He's going to be buying up into this round. I would imagine, at least. And we do have Flash, we do have Bottom Fragger and Shadow pretty much down on cash. We do see Mac 10 and then Galil coming in front of Tios here. Syreangrep definitely looking good coming into this round. I've been looking pretty solid on CT. A bit lack of discipline here and there, but other than that, at least been hitting their shots, if anything. We do see the mid and connector control coming out from Nordlys, opting not to go for that short control, at least not in the early stages of this round. Nordlys mixing it up, and a nade that is just a bit too low. Wouldn't have done any damage anyway, so not the biggest of deals. Again, Nordlys just slow. They're just waiting for the over-aggression from Syra, and they know it's been happening, so it's actually not that bad of a call. Just waiting for the discipline to grow away, and then getting those early frags. Syra not giving anything at this point, though. They have full B short control. Still playing 3 towards B, though. Rogue with the ult. What can you find? Hit. Should see the side of him there. Rogue finds the back one, not the front one, but it's going to be retreating. Doesn't find the second. Gets traded down here. Bulldog. Very much behind them. Only finds one, though. What more can he find? Finds 2. Looks for the third. Doesn't find it. Bomb is on site. Going to be planted trot. That's a 4v2 retake. Looking good for Syreangrep. Bottom fragger, though. Finding that first initial frag. Cynics finding 1. Can he find more? He does. He finds ice, and that's 2 on the board for Cynics. And 13 on the board for Syreangrep. Finding that round as well. And now the question becomes, do Nordlys buy once again? Well, they do have the money for it. I do think we're going to be seeing just continuous buys here all the way to the end. Or until at least something else happens. Because right now, money is definitely in the favor, well, pretty much in the favor of no one. Because the terrorist side can continuously buy and the CT is currently under pressure. Don't really have that much of a bank built up. Looks like Nordlys debating whether or not they're going to be buying here. Maybe they're opting for that AWP. They need it. And, well, maybe they do. Maybe they do. We do have a timeout hit. Who is that from? That is from Nordlys with the flash call. He's going to be calling a bit of a tactical hit. Now we do see the buy coming in. The question is, what do they change? They've been trying to do it really slow. The question here is, do they just speed up? Do they just rush somewhere? Do they go for quick mid-control or something? I think it could work. That being said, though, Syreangrep tend to stand a bit high, at least early on, so it's not easy. We do see a lot of utility being used here. Mid, long is going to be the point of contention. Only one player of the CT lineup actually towards A here, and that's going to be Rogue. We do see the rotation coming up, and Mr. Bulldog here on the flank finds 1. That's flash going down. And this should be a clear call on what's coming, because there's utility coming in from long. But right now, though, slowing it down. Just utility being traded back and forth. And Nordlys with not a lot of map control, but Syra at the same time decided to pretty much release whatever map control they had. We do see Bulldog now opting for that short control, so at least they have some form of pressure towards B, and that's a 3A setup. Spirit with a flasher. Going to be flashing out his team with the AWP, not finding anything. Ice Maniac with the very shallow angle hit. He's going to swing. He's going to look for the kill, doesn't find it. That's a nade. Does he find it? No. Rogue down to 24 HP, very much so low, but still alive, and an AWP is still deadly. Just a 1 HP. Defensive utility hit. Here comes the push. Nordlys going to be leading the charge. What do they find? Bottom fragger so far, not finding anything. Jumping up. Spirit finds 1. Spirit finds 2. Bottom fragger finds 1. Cynics trades onto bottom fragger, and at this point there's only Ice left. And Ice, what can you find here? Well, doesn't appear to be finding anything. Spirit with the 3rd kill of the push, and that's 14 on the board now for Syreangrep. And now, finally, we might just see a bit of an eco coming out for Nordlys, because they do not have the money to buy. And honestly, I think they need all the guns they can to even have a chance of winning a round at this point. Syreangrep looked a bit shaky on the terrorist side. Has picked up their pieces now on CT. Looking very solid, but that is a lot of damage being dealt to Strobe here. Well, you like to see it. Well, you don't like to see it, but you do see it, unfortunately, quite a bit. I don't know what Spirit was trying to line up there, but whatever he was lining up, he did not want to release it. We do see the connector control coming in from Nordlys, as well as the flank on mid. Rogue is going to be the defender here. He's going to get a lot of pressure, and the question is, how much can Rogue find? The push is coming, Rogue. What can you find at this angle, though? He's going to be looking for 1. Finds the 1. Doesn't find more, though. Ice trades out. At this point, the push is very much so in the starting phase. Bulldog again on the flank. Bulldog's been a thorn in the nail, thorn in the side of Nordlys. He's going to get a frag. He's going to retreat off it, molly it off. The bomb site very much in control of Nordlys. But that being said, the retake is pretty much already gone on the way, and Spirit gets 2 for his efforts. At this point, Nortia is very much alone. Apparently, we don't like those things. Bulldogs finding that frag onto Nortias as well. And that's 15 on the board. We do have match point for Syreangrep. And now we do have that buy coming in from the terrorist Nordlys lineup. We do see the AWP on flash. I'm going to be trying to break the standstill, or the gridlock, or whatever you want to call it, with the AWP. Oh, a lot of terrorist players towards the B side. Nortio's dropping the bomb. Gonna be going for some connector control here. Nortio's though just looking like he wants to walk this smoke, and I'm not sure if that's the smartest thing to do. Well, if he finds the timing, it looks like it. Synex finds one, Strobe finds one. Autorector is taking a break hit. And that's 4 down. It's Nortios, he's very much alone. And that is 16 on the board for Syreangrep. GG, well played. We are going to be taking a bit of a break. Maybe we will cast another game. It all depends on the bracket. And, yep, I'll be back as soon as I know. GG, well played. Syreangrep moves on in the qualifier. Nordlys is knocked out. All right, we'll be right back.
How many worlds would you cross to use the line that's right in front of you? There is no light on the other side. I say look straight ahead and you will see. Take my hand, I'll lead you on into the stars. We'll ride away from all the wars. Close the doors and disappear again. And I don't know how many times I've said that this is not the end, and we will make it out of here alive. Oh, alive. Alive. Oh, alive. Alive. How many worlds would you cross to use the line that's right in front of you? There is no light on the other side. I say look straight ahead and you will see. You will see. You will see. How many worlds would you cross to use the line that's right in front of you? There is no light on the other side. I say look straight ahead and you will see. How many worlds would you cross to use the line that's right in front of you?